Hey y'all, good morning. It's Thursday morning, probably about 9:06. I'm in trouble because we were supposed to have kickstands up at 9 o'clock, but we're heading out this weekend. We're gonna run up to Amarillo, hang out with our buddy Chris Chopin, who I used to work with. While we're up there, City's bringing work, so she'll be doing some work, but Chris and I are gonna take a couple rides. I think Friday we're gonna ride into New Mexico, and then Saturday we're gonna ride Palo Duro Canyon and all around out there in West Texas. So be a nice weekend getaway, but sit back, enjoy the ride, and thanks for rolling with the Frizzels. All right, made it to our first stop.
Yes.
Henrietta, Texas.
Henrietta,
Didn't even know there was a Henrietta, Texas. About 140 miles so far. Really nice ride today. Weather's good. It's a little windy, but it's perfect. So we are at Dairy Queen and waiting on our lunch. So we're gonna grab a bite to eat, and then we will stop and get some gas and be back on the road. It's here. Can't go wrong with the steak finger basket. Made it to Quanah. Just took a stop here to get some gas and are going off a minute, but it's windy. We'll stay here for a few minutes and get a drink, relax a minute, and get back on the road. So we'll see you on down the road. Well, we made it to Casa de Chopin. Still windy, windy, windy.
Hey there.
Hey, what you doing, huh? What you doing, huh? Well, we got out here, saw the horses and the big cow, and hung out, went over and saw Chris's daughter and all her horses and all that. So we're finally back in the bunkhouse, fixing to call it a night. But been a good day so far. It's a long, windy ride. It's perfectly calm out here tonight. A cold front's going to come through, so tomorrow the highs are going to be in the low 70s. So we're going to get up in the morning and ride to New Mexico. So we will be back and see you then. Well, good morning. We woke up. It's day 2 at Casa de Chopin. Here's another little quick view. Good night's sleep last night. Yesterday we got here, it was 90, so a refreshing difference. But Chris and I are fixing to head out. We're going to run to New Mexico, check all that out over there. But the other one in here that came on this trip with me is starting her second day.
Hi, welcome.
Of work. So she will be sitting here working while we are out running, and this is kind of a little inside view of the place. Very nice, very nice. But we are about ready to head out, so we'll hit the road, be back sometime this afternoon for dinner at the Big Texan Steakhouse in Amarillo. So sit back, hang out with us today, enjoy the ride. And this is Chris. We'll introduce you to the ones that don't. We worked together, what, about 30 years? Over 30 years, really. He retired a couple years before I did. I moved out here to Paradise. So we're going to spend the day together riding into New Mexico and just checking this beautiful country out. So just sit back and enjoy the ride, and thanks for rolling with the Frizelles. The 150 or so mile ride from Canyon over to went through Clovis, New Mexico. Now we're at Fort Sumner, New Mexico. The Billy the Kid Museum is located at 1435 East Sumner Avenue in Fort Sumner, New Mexico. Billy the Kid was a frequent visitor in Fort Sumner, where the 21-year-old outlaw was shot to death in 1881 by Pat Garrett, the Lincoln County Sheriff. As you walk through the museum, you see a mural on the wall that basically details his entire life from birth up until the time that he was killed. There are over 60,000 articles in the museum that are all based upon the late 1800 time period, from cars to a hearse, saddles. There are numerous pictures, newspaper articles, wanted posters, all depicting the life and times of Billy the Kid. When you enter the Billy the Kid room, you can see articles that were directly related to him. His rifle is on display with documentation showing that it was his. The door that he hid behind when he was shot and killed is there, as well as some of the curtains from the room in the house that he was at when he was killed. The museum did a really great job depicting his life and documenting his 21 years on Earth. It was very, very unique experience, not something that I had seen before, and I was very excited to get to see it. After we left the museum, we traveled about 5 miles to his grave site. You can see that his tombstone and where he's buried is actually in a cage, because his tombstone has been stolen a couple of times. Once, I believe it ended up as far away as California. If you're ever in Fort Sumner, New Mexico, it is definitely worth a stop at the Billy the Kid Museum and gravesite. It was really a great time, and I'm glad I got to do it. Big Texan Steakhouse in Amarillo with Mr. Chopin. Okay, there's your mushrooms. Looks pretty good. We'll give it a shot and see. Your verdict's in. It was good. It's all gone over there.
It's in a box.
Oh, sorry. It's in your box. Oh, they changed when you open it.
Did it change on there?
That's why I was looking to see if it changed on here. It does.
Well, when I look at them, they're already the ugly people.
It looks Australian.
Close.
After a really good dinner, Chris took us out and showed us some of the sights of Amarillo, which included the knockoff Cadillac Ranch and the real Cadillac Ranch, which is actually located in a cornfield on the outside of town. After we finished the tour, we went back to Canyon, and it was time to call it a night. So stay tuned for what's next.